Maybe we'll get to painting today.
No.
No? Things are taking a little bit longer than we expected.
And this is how easy she gets distracted.
What? And of course, costing a little more.
A lot of budget is now going to fixing stuff that needs to be fixed.
Things in here are broken? Whose idea was it to upgrade this place?
Bob's.
But there's not much you can do about it, except just keep going.
Is that hard?
It's not easy.
Still sturdy.
Oh my gosh, big fall through.
There's a gigantic hole in the floor.
So, another day in the RV, and today we're starting to prime it and maybe paint it. Maybe we'll get to painting today. Do you think we'll? No? Oh. Then we're gonna prime today. We're gonna wipe the walls down first because they're still pretty gross, even after being wiped down already. So we'll wipe them down, prime them. My dad might come on over to help again because he loves activities.
That's pretty much what we're doing.
Did I get everything?
Priming, and I'll just work on some of the mechanical stuff and maybe the cabinet doors.
Like priming them?
Preparing them, sanding, and
We have to sand them
a little bit.
because they're glossy.
Yeah, they have a finish layer on them.
Here we go!
Say hi to the camera, Bo.
Hey, how you doing? Ready to go? Yeah, never does.
Kimmy's doing real work here.
I always do real work. I'm helpful.
She's got on her favorite work outfit. That's right. Always essential.
I'm glad you noticed.
She's doing this because this
all this stuff is of Kirk working and me like being lazy.
switch right here, that switch there doesn't work. So Kimmy has to, and this is how easily she gets distracted.
What? I'm still doing it.
And what's happening is this center slide is going out really, 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 really slowly. Oh, you can hear it.
I'm fast.
Alright, we just pulled the mattress out of here. Start this retrofit. They're pulling it out. The front right here.
Okay, Kim.
I'm missing a step at the bottom, so it's a little bit precarious. Alright, I'm fixing these stairs right now. Bottom piece that pivots fell off, so someone ran it into something. I gotta drill these rivets out. I just finished banging it back in place with my little sledge over here, and then I'll probably put it back together just with normal screws. I'm gonna worry about the pop rivets right now.
So Kirk has me on a mildew spraying. It's literally like sticking your head in a bucket of chlorine. My nose is running, I'm sneezing, but I think it's working. It's just a lot. So the day is over. We finished some of the stuff we had to do, but we didn't get to priming today. So we have to go back at it tomorrow, finish wiping down walls, and then hopefully we can get to priming tomorrow. And then Kirk's working on electricity.
No, I was working on the bed and the steps and some mechanical items today.
So, stay tuned.
Alright, we're back at it today, and we're finishing up wiping down all of the walls with TSP, putting a second coat of primer on some of the spots, and I'll probably start working on removing the floorboard from this slide over here, the living room slide here. It got water damage here, and it's real soggy. You can see it's basically broken there, so I gotta replace this. The bedroom's at work today, wiping it down. Prep.
Last room.
The last room, and then I'll be fabricating a new bed stand that accommodates our California King. Yeah.
Primer time.
Just for the fixture things like that.
Yeah, and the handles.
Yeah, those handles, we can do those.
You could spray the kitchen handles too.
Yeah, let's look on Wayfair for those, because those will have so much use that.
Or that you'd rather buy them cheap.
We'll just see how much they cost. Because a lot of budget is now going to fixing stuff that needs to be fixed.
Things in here are broken. Feels perfect to me.
The sealant isn't cheap. That plywood's not going to be cheap. The water damage from this trim is not going to be cheap. So we're going to have to paint. We're going to have to paint things that we were previously.
Whose idea was it to upgrade this place?
Bob's.
Thanks a lot, Bob.
Very much inspired by Bob.
Bob started it.
Hey, it's a true appreciation when it's done.
I think I'm just feeling the effects of the mildew spray in my nose as I gag and cough in the closet.
Probably roll it.
Okay.
No one cares about the mold and mildew spray in my nose.
This is the problem right here. This flashing. It cracked, and you can see that the wood is just nothing. It's not even wood. Buddy. And this wasn't sealed well, so it's sealed well here, but not here. So
you have to redo the floor, or you just...
I'm gonna take the whole floor out. It's completely broken.
So you have to put the whole floor back in?
Yeah.
Is that hard?
It's not easy.
Do you need my help?
Always.
I help you.
You can help me by priming with your dad today.
I can do that. This...
If I need help with this, I'll probably rely on your dad.
I know how to use a power
No
drill.
offense.
Well, you really know how to use that phrase. No offense, you're useless.
One day, but not today.
One day, but not today. This is kind of dangerous too, because you have to stilt it up and jack it up, and it's heavy, it can fall.
Okay. It's all you. I'll prime.
Do I have paint on me?
Alright, I'm working on the slide out floor here because it's rotted. I got the stilts on both sides using the existing holes right here. I pulled those out and then I pulled the flooring bolts out there. So we're gonna get this sagging floor fixed.
Step on it and you fall through, then problem solved.
Pretty much, yeah. It would have been safe.
Still sturdy. Oh my gosh, you did fall through.
Having trouble getting this thing out. This bolt sheared off, the screw sheared off right there, and it's still going through. So I have no head. Either gotta use a pair of vice grips, or I'm gonna have to drill it out. So yeah. Figured out another problem, and it looks like they got screws coming down through the U-channel. I gotta take this inside panel off or cut it or something. I had to cut the interior panel out because they drilled in between every stud bay. They drilled down into the floor. And the only way to get into the sub bay is to take the drywall. It's not drywall in an RV, it's just a 1/4 inch, not even, maybe 1/8 inch wood board. So it was a pain, to say the least.
But you did it. It only took, what, 5 hours?
Yeah, but putting it back is gonna be much worse now because I gotta do a bunch of finish work with that.
Oh man, you have to put it back. Well, on a good note.
A one-time replacement.
It feels really good in here though.
One time for me, I guarantee you that.
Really nice.
Alright, now that I got it all apart, I can see that these holes here go into the channel. Never made it all the way up. And the way it was secured was from the top side, which seems really dumb to me, because I had to do that to the interior as opposed to longer bolts that would have gone all the way through. So terrible design, but it's done, and this is what it looks like underneath. This is the channel where the floor goes into. It runs along the top here. This is what connects to the floor. That part connects to the floor, and it pulls the whole thing in. And this is the slide that goes internal underneath. And that's the inside of the RV. Scoots, what are you doing?
I'm hugging the toilet.
Why?
I'm painting. Painting the bottom and it smells like pee. It's disgusting.
That is a terrible job.
It's a terrible job. but I'm making it work.
Cleaning up right now, tossing stuff in my truck, but this is what the floor looked like. It just disintegrated.
We just cleaned up a little bit, and then before we head out for the day, Kirk has just finished sealing up the floor with some latex primer over some of the spots where we had to get the mold and mildew out. So that should help seal it from coming back up before we put the new floors on. So after he's done with that and sealing in all the grossness, we done for the day. I'm gonna hop in the shower. Then we're gonna go get some groceries because we ran out of food.
Alright, the RV's locked up. Only one problem. It's a gigantic hole in the floor.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And join us on Patreon.
So we just finished some of the stuff we had to do, and we didn't get the priming. What was that?